Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Your boy ain't getting no younger, man. At the time of me making this podcast, I'm 33 years old, and it seems like time is moving by so fast. I'll be, what is this? This April, the end of April, and I'll be 34 August 14th. August 14th, man. Crazy how time is flying. And I remember when I was in my early 20s, you know, working out and eating right was all about looks. It was all about vanity, right? And, you know, I'm looking at time passing by. Like, I started working out when I was like 13. And so it's been like 20 years now. I've been working out for 20 years, y'all. And the things I think about now are a lot different than what they used to be. You know, I used to think about just the looks. I want to look good in my clothes. I want to look good when I take my shirt off. I want my crush in in college to look at me. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted that type of respect just off of my appearance. And even though that's still there, I believe that's still important, you know, not just to me, but just a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But now it's important to me for my health too. You know, I see guys that are having high blood pressure, strokes, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, not in their 40s and 50s, but also in their 30s. Some of these folks in their 20s. And it's very important that it's not just important to be in the game, but it's important to be able to keep the game going. Because I call life the game, but, you know, it's like, you know, once the game is over, the game is over. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to build our character in a way where we can be here for the long run so that we have sustainability, we have endurance along our journey of life, right? And so that way we could be here for our family, our kids, the people that we love and care about. And so there's certain things that we got to pay attention to, right? And, you know, of course, I talk about getting rid of that big old ass stomach. And yeah, that's, you know, part of the looks. I know y'all want to be able to look good in your clothes, be able to pull your shirt off, and your kids not saying you look like you're pregnant or nothing like that. But at the same time, losing that stomach is going to enhance your quality of life. You're going to feel better, less worry, less stress. When you have less worry and less stress, because that stress kills, worry kills. You see what I'm saying? And so you got to lose that stomach. And so you can feel better, not having to worry or stress about these things. But there's also things that I do that I want to tell you guys about that I pay attention to now. And it's not just the nutrition. It's not just the exercise. But I want to be a little bit more specific about it. And so the first thing is strength training. If all y'all doing is just going to the gym, doing cardio, getting on the treadmill, getting on the Stairmaster, hooping with the boys, that's cool and all. You know, it's good for your cardiovascular. That's what it's called, cardiovascular activity. It helps with your heart, right? What do they say? Cardiac arrest? That's your heart locking up. That's a heart attack. That's why you need to be doing cardio. It helps strengthen your heart. And it also has like other benefits from like mental benefits. You see what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. You need to be moving, be more active. And so that way you're not having like dementia early because you're so sedentary. You having like osteoporosis and things like that because you're not moving. And along with the osteoporosis, strength training. Not just doing cardio, but strength training. Like strength training, it helps strengthen our bones. All right? It helps strengthen our bones. And also, you have more muscle. And so as we get older, imagine being somebody who's 50 pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight, and you don't work out at all. You don't do any type of strength training. You just think it's for fit people. And you sitting down on the couch. I know y'all probably seen this because I remember growing up, I used to see my granddad and his sisters. All three of them was overweight. and they be having to wobble to get out the couch, to stand up. Oh, baby, come over here, help me out. Help me stand up. Woo, boy. Man, it's tough getting up out this chair. Help me out, right? They wasn't working out. If they was working out, life would be easier for them. It'd be easy for them to just stand up. A lot of people take these types of things for granted. But strength training is not just for now, but also in the long term. You see what I'm saying? Strength training is also important for in the bedroom. Some of you guys, you can't even enjoy yourself and just have joy and peace of mind when you handling business in the bedroom with your partner because you're not strong enough. Your core not strong enough. You know, you could take your love life to the next level just by strengthening your core, strengthening your back, strengthening your legs, your arms. But if you're not doing these things, it makes life a little bit harder. You see what I'm saying? It makes life a little bit harder. It's different when you're in your early 20s. I mean, when I was in my early 20s, man, love life was a little different. You know, I didn't have to try as much in terms of like what I eat. I used to eat junk food all the time. I used to eat peanut butter jelly sandwiches, honey buns, but now let me try to eat that kind of stuff. Boy, my energy level gonna be super low. I'm gonna have a brain fog all the time. I'm not gonna have the energy. I might not even have the mental bandwidth to want to do things because I'm not eating well. And if I'm not eating well, I'm not gonna feel well. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just 33. And so I can't imagine what some of y'all feel like in your 40s, not eating right, in your 50s, not eating right, and it only gets worse if you're not, you know, being intentional with improving these things. This is part of routine to improve your health, to have more longevity. This has to become a routine. It can't just be I just want to get in shape for the summertime. I just want to lose this stomach, and once I lose it, I'll just go back to doing what I'm doing. No, this shit has to be a lifestyle because that's how you get the longevity behind it. If you just do it here and there, like that's how you get the wishy-washy results. You get the stomach getting bigger, and then it gets smaller. Then it get bigger again, then it gets smaller. So you go from being, you know, all confident to being insecure, or not even. You might not be insecure, but you just like, you just. What's the word I'm thinking about? You're just thinking about it all the time. You're like, man, other people looking at me. Dang, I don't really want to go out with my friends. I don't feel confident with how I'm looking right now. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to go through that though. If you really start making, how can I say it? Just being intentional with doing these things and making it a habit. That's what I really want to say. Make it a habit. It can't be a destination. Like the people who make this shit a destination, those are the people who always struggle with their weight. They lose a little bit, they let their foot off the gas. But the people who like, this is just a part of who I am. When it becomes a part of who you are, it's a habit. Like, it don't matter what your friends say. It don't matter what the people at your job say. The people in your company say, oh, you good. Why you working out still? Why you eat out? That you don't give a damn. Because it's a part of who you are at this point. You go show up to the gym. You go eat right. You go exercise. You go have self-discipline. If you out with your friends, or if you with your family member, because you like, I know I want to look the part and I want to feel good. And so regardless of what y'all say or how y'all living, I'm going to do me. And that takes building up self-esteem. That takes building up self-worth. And a lot of that comes from putting in the reps. When you put in the reps so long, and you, because the reps are the habits, when you put it in so long, you don't care about what nobody else thinks. Because you like, I see how this is affecting my life. I see how me eating properly on a weekly basis, me exercise, I see how it's affected me. And so your ass, you got that big old ass, you don't know nothing. If you knew, you would be doing the same thing. And so you can't be mad at them because they don't know. They ain't putting in the reps. But if they was putting in the reps consistently like you, they was showing up consistently like you, they be right there along with your ass. They probably be at the gym with you. Hey, when you going to the gym, dog? When you going? Well, what you be eating for lunch, man? What you be eating for lunch, man? I'm looking for some other options. You be able to network with them. Iron sharpen iron. But if you got other people who on a whole nother, game plan, they ain't trying to do nothing. They cool with binge eating on cereal late at night. They cool with drinking alcohol, celebrating being fat on the weekends all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say you can't enjoy yourself, but they don't have no discipline with it. Then you go get, if you keep hanging around them kind of people, you go start seeing how their life start to unfold. You go see how these people have heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes. These folks be having strokes and erectile dysfunction and all kind of stuff because they're not making these habits a priority. And so you got to get around people who are making these things a priority. Get in the room, get in the environment. Environment is so overlooked. This is why I have a community inside my coaching program, because environment is so important. If you want to get in shape, you want to get healthy, but you always around people who shaming you for eating healthy, like you're not supposed to eat healthy, like that's a bad thing. Like, damn, you gonna start rethinking to yourself, like, damn, am I really doing something good? But if you're in the right environment, you gonna have folks who encourage you. You gonna have folks who like, shit, boy, you know what? Boy, I've been eating healthy too, man. Man, it made me feel so much better. Man, boy, I started eating better, boy. I started slanging in the bedroom, boy. My girl can't keep her hands off me no more. You see what I'm saying? You start hearing stuff like that. But if you're around folks who ain't taking care of themselves, they unhealthy, they don't be working out, they gonna be talking about, boy, what kind of Viagra you taking, dog? Dog, what kind of Viagra you be taking? Boy, I need something, man. I just ain't laying it down like you two no more. But the guys who exercising, the guys who eating right, the guys who have a supplement routine, a health supplement routine, they talking about those things because that's longevity. The other, just the Viagra and all this kind of stuff, that's the quick fix. But it's not solving the root problem. You want to get around people who's solving the root problem, and they're able to prolong and get themselves more years. They're able to get themselves more value. Because if you have these habits of strength training, eating properly, making sure you're getting rest, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you have a supplement routine. You want to start to associate yourself with people like this. And it's just like, one thing I've learned, man, you got to start paying attention to people who are doing a little bit better than what you are in different realms of your life. Like, don't look at like just the things that they have, but look at how they think. Look at how they talk. Look at their actions and their behaviors. Like, that's one of the biggest things that changed my life and my business. I'm like, dang, the people who I admire, these motherfuckers are extremely consistent. So I know if I want to get to the next level, I got to be extremely, almost obsessively consistent. To the point where it some people just be like, damn, but I see this motherfucker all the time on my timeline. I'm consistent. Because when I invest in coaching programs, that's one of the reasons I bought. I have respect and I admire people who are consistent because I know it takes major discipline. A person who don't have no discipline, they ain't gonna be consistent. A person who don't have no discipline is gonna show up in their life in different ways. They're gonna find themselves not being as confident and have that conviction like the people who are being disciplined because they know they're not doing what they're supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? And so these are the different habits that you need to have for your health, for longevity, and so that way you can feel proud of yourself, man. At the end of the day, like when you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself in the bathroom mirror, and when you're going to sleep at night and you're looking at your ceiling, like, are you thinking to yourself, boy, I'm real proud of myself. I'm glad I got that workout in today. Man, I'm so glad I didn't eat that junk food. I really wanted it. It was a tough day, but I didn't do it though. You know, man, I'm so proud of myself that man, it's been like a whole 30 days now, and I've been consistent. I haven't given up. It ain't been the easiest, but I haven't given up though. You feel proud of yourself. Or are you gonna be waking up in the morning, looking at yourself in the bathroom mirror, feeling regretful? Going to sleep late at night, feeling regretful because you got the sleep apnea machine hooked up to you because you ain't been taking care of yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, start to live your life based on, like, I don't give a damn about nobody else. I want to make sure I'm proud of me. Because if I'm proud of me, I can pour into other people. Because if I'm proud of me, that means I've invested so much value into myself, from being disciplined, running the plays even when I don't feel like running the plays, And now I can talk to people, the people that I love and care about, the people who watch me, that are influenced by me, and I can make them better because I'm being disciplined with the right habits. And these are the habits of longevity, baby. And so hopefully y'all found this podcast helpful. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the podcast. And if you found it helpful, be sure to leave your boy a 5-star review, man. I got plenty more free game coming, man. Free game on the podcast. So leave your boy a 5-star review, man. All right, we